Hey y'all, it's your girl T Speaks. Yes, I'm driving. I got my eyes on the road. It's Valentine's Day and I got a little makeup on, so I was like, let me go ahead and say a little something to the people. So I was thinking about first dates and just the beginning phases of dating. Who pays for the dinner? Who pays when you first go out on your first date? I'm going to be as unapologetic and as PC, politically correct as I possibly can at the same token. I don't know if they go hand in hand nowadays because people be so offended for no reason. But I'm going to try my hardest just to speak from my heart and just tell my truth. This is in my experience. Let me make it personal. Personally, in my experience, I don't go out with the man again if he doesn't pay for the date, for the first date. It just is what it is. Because, let me back up. When we go on the date and we go to dinner, I will offer to pay. Now, offering is a test. It's a test. It's a test. I'm not here to skate around the issue or sugarcoat nothing or be like, oh, you should give guys a fair shot. You shouldn't be testing them. Listen, everybody gets tested all the time. If that man can't handle being tested by you, he ain't worth nothing. Because a man gets tested every day of his life. It's called being a man. Okay? If you ain't a man unless you got tested. Facts. And so that's my test. When the check comes, I will go and reach for my wallet. If that man allows me to split the bill with him or pick up the tip or pay the whole flipping tab, he's not the one for me. I don't mess with him. I have literally had guys meet me, drive far distances to meet me, right? We go on a great date. I do, my little test thing or whatever. He lets me pay for half of it, and I'll oblige because I got money. I can pay for half of it. I can pay for all of it. So I'll pay for it, and I'll let him know politely the next day, hey, I think we're just in two different phases in our lives. I'm looking for somebody that, is a little bit more well-rounded. Now, well-rounded might be the wrong word to say in this context, but that's the word that came out of my mouth. And like I said, I'm looking for somebody more established. Yeah, that's the right word to use. I'm looking for somebody more established. I don't think there's nothing wrong with it for wanting a man to pay for the first date, even the first maybe 2 or 3 dates. Now, just to save face, you want to be able to pay for some dates later on because you want to show your independence. But in the beginning phases of getting to know somebody, that man needs to be paying for the dinner. And I ain't talking about no little Starbucks run, no little let's meet and have coffee or tea. Like, that's low vibrational in my opinion. I'm just being honest. Like, if we ain't done enough vetting and have enough abundance in our bank account, to splurge $20-$30, you know what I'm saying, on dinner to break bread with each other, then we probably not meant to be together if you can't afford $30 to take a complete stranger out. You know what I'm saying? Like, just really think about that. Like, you can't afford, you call yourself a man, you can't afford $30, maximum $50 to take a complete stranger out that you say you want to get to know, with your intentions of getting to know her and possibly even getting into a romantic relationship with. You don't have $50 to invest in that, not even in her, but in that moment, in that space. Then you probably shouldn't be dated, because the mindset is wrong. It's a scarcity mindset, in my humble opinion. It's a poverty mindset, in my humble opinion. People do worse with their money than spend $50 on somebody on a date. People do way worse with their money than that. And y'all know it. People be buying up, $100 shoes and stuff that they only wear one time and then they sit in the closet. for the rest of the year. You know, like people be buying like coffee and stuff like that, and then how many groceries? Look at your refrigerator. How much food you got that you didn't wasted? How many times have you been to the grocery store, stocked up $200 on groceries, and then instead of going home and cooking the groceries, you still go out to eat? So it's not even really a financial thing, in my opinion. It's more of an integrity and can this man lead thing. It's a character thing. Thank you. God be dropping my little downloads in. It's a character issue, in my humble opinion. And so I don't feel like women, there's always this debate. Like, women want to be independent. They want to, show that they can provide for themselves. That's cool and cute and everything like that. But let's say, you can provide for yourself. Can you provide for yourself when you are carrying this man's child? When you got to go on maternity leave and take time off of work? God forbid you have, a high risk pregnancy and you need tests and medical stuff done to you. That's hella money right there. And you might be able to provide for yourself. You might be able to foot the bill, but why should you if you are carrying this man's child? Like, why should you? Why should you foot the bill if you are being this man's everything? You know what I'm saying? And cooking and cleaning and taking care of the kids and making sure the homework is done on time and make sure the food is out right, piping hot by the time he get home from work. Like, why should you foot the bill? Why should you split the bill? And I ain't talking about all bills. I'm talking about at least in the beginning phase. The beginning stages of dating are very crucial and critical. They're very critical, in my humble opinion. If a man cannot pass that one little itty bitty test, he's not the one for me. Because I know what I want and I know what I need. Now, I can bring the table to the table. I can bring my own table to the table. But in my humble opinion, I shouldn't have to, because I'm a woman. And whatever the man brings to the table, I'm going to cast a spell over it, create magic, and deliver it, give it back to the family in such a way where it's going to be 10 times better than what he brought to the table. And that's just facts. Women have always been the carriers. We have always been able to take anything that a man has and slice it, dice it, cut it, and put it back together, and present it back to the world in such a graceful way where you didn't even know that it was a piece of trash before the woman put her hands on it. Like, facts. And so I don't understand this notion where, some guys are tripping off of the woman wanting the man to pay for the dinner the first date. Like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm just not doing it. So I guess I just wanted to get on here and chitter chatter. If you confused about who pays for the day and you're listening to me and you high character, you high integrity, you ain't out looking for no man for his money because you got your own money. What? Like, what? You think, come on now. You think I can't afford a $30 dinner? Like, it ain't about the money. It's about the character. It's about the intention. That's all this is about when you're dating intentionally. And if the man can't show in the beginning phases that he can at least handle a $30 dinner without scrunching his nose up and calling you a gold digger or some thought after his money, like $30 is a lot of money. Yeah, right. If the man can't provide in the beginning phases of the relationship, he probably won't be able to provide in the later phases of the relationship. It just is what it is. If he wanted you to be splitting bills down the middle in the beginning phase, he probably gonna want you to be splitting bills throughout the duration of the relationship. Now, that's your business if you want to be splitting bills. That's your business if you want to be footing the bill. That's your business. And it's probably why I'm still single, because I ain't messing around with that. Like, I ain't doing all that. That's just not my type. And I roll with, I have a lot of strong men that I frequent, and they wouldn't have me out with a dude that can't pay for a $30 dinner. Like, they'd be like, drop him like a hot potato kid and just be single. You're better off single than dealing with that. Then, if that's what you want in your life, then that's fine. No judgment. But for the women that are just kind of like curious, like, dang, am I asking for too much for the man to you know, to pay for the dinner in the first couple meet and greets? The answer, in my humble opinion, is no. And if he got a problem with that, he ain't a man. That's just my humble opinion. So let me know what y'all think. Do you feel like the man should be paying for half of the date or for all of the date, or should y'all be splitting 50-50? I'm curious to know, since it is Valentine's Day. All right, like I always say, invest in yourself. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Till next time, T-Speaks. Bye.